Hello, friends, and welcome. Welcome to another review of a vintage fountain pen. Today I'm quite excited because I have a fountain pen made in my country between 1975 and 1989. It was made in communist Romania by Flaro, which means in Romania Flamura Roșie, in the town of Sibiu. And this is the fountain pen. It's quite a nice looking fountain pen. It is made out of plastic with these metallic parts that are chromed, and it is quite a slim fountain pen. Its name is Flaro Uranus, as you can see engraved and painted on the barrel. The F and the S, they are faded away. You can see also the chroming of the metal part has faded away, and you can notice little bits of cracks on the cap. Well, I bought it like this. I believe that all those scars of war show us that it was a used product, and it reached our times quite in a quite nice form. The barrel ends in this metallic, let's say, jewel, reminiscent of the jewels found on the Parker models, on Parker 51 especially. And this ending is symmetrical also to the cap, the same shape, of the same conical shape. The clip is quite slim. Let's see how functional it is. It is, yes, it's quite springy. It is a metallic clip. Of course, you shouldn't abuse it because I believe you could bend it quite easily. The cap is friction fit. It has this band here that assures quite a nice grip, and it fits well. It doesn't need lots of force to pull it out. It reveals this wonderful triangular shaped nib, and you got to love this combination. I want to show you. Look about this grip and this cutting of the plastic. It is made like a dynamic ship, like a rocket that reaches the skies. So maybe in the 1980s and in the 1970s, the space team was still present in the designs of European and communist manufacturers. This trend in American designs of the 50s and 60s found its way in the 70s and 80s communist countries. The back is quite nice. Look at the small feed, and this is a little hole, and I don't know if it's specific to this model or it's just a crack, but no, it's in an oval shape, and I think it is specific to this model, like a breathing hole or used when you suck the ink in. Beautiful. I don't think we have an iridium point ending. It's simply bent. The steel is bent in that way. Quite a looker, and I love this aspect of the hooded nib, but I will call it a semi-hooded nib because it is revealed much of it. You can see that the barrel unscrews, and it reveals a specific fitting mechanism to the communist fountain pens of that period. We have like an integrated ink converter. You can't take it out. You simply turn the turning knob like a piston filler, and you fill it with ink. Quite a nice fountain pen, and I was proud to buy it for my collection. Believe it or not, I paid quite a low sum of money for it. So including the shipment cost, the seller told me it had those problems, so I got it for €8, so quite a decent price. I will leave the dimensions of this fountain pen on the screen, but I bought with me another Flaro model, Flaro 61S, and you can see lots of similarities, but this time we have a screwed in cap, we have an opened nib, and we have the same filling system as our Flaro Uranus. And in the same time, I have with me another wonderful achievement of the Flaro manufacturers. In the 1970s, they managed to copy a Mont Blanc 149 Diplomat Meisterstück from the 1960s, and they came out with this design. It's almost identical in the dimensions with the Mont Blanc, but you can see we have a flat ending of the top, a flat ending of the barrel, and if I open it, we have a big steel nib, because this is the model intended for the internal market. There was also a variant with a gold nib, and if you are interested, I will leave the link in the description of this video to see that iconic deluxe model. I didn't tell you the name of this model. It is properly named Titan because it is a large fountain pen, and I will put it aside our Uranus fountain pen to give you a sense of the dimensions. And of course, I know that you aren't familiar with the Romanian models, the communist Romanian models, and I have for you, quite convenient, a Lamy 2000 German piston filler to see how it stands next to the other Romanian communist fountain pens. And as you see, it of course it doesn't compare with the Titan model, but it is quite a medium fountain pen, the German fountain pen. The other two models are quite slim fountain pens, specific to the 70s and 80s. And now I will do the writing sample. I will leave aside the other Romanian models and the beautiful German model. And I thought that on this fountain pen, it will be nice to use a Pelican Brilliant Red 4001. It's almost empty, the bottle, but no problem. I'm excited to test it because I had not the chance to use it from the time I got it. I got it pretty recently, and I hope you saw the unboxing video. Let's turn this. It was quite clean, so I didn't fill it with water. This is the first time I will test this fountain pen, and I hope I will do a nice job. Oh my god, let's prepare the tissue. Okay, insert it and let's see if it draws the ink. Yes, and I think I will leave it like this. I want to repeat it. Okay, it's quite a healthy amount of ink. I will clean it. Yes, I still love this design. Look at it. What a beautiful lines. Quite a beautiful fountain pen. Pardon my excitement because it's quite a plain fountain pen, but when I look at these details, it always brings a nice feeling. So it posts. I wouldn't post it because you can see this metallic part. Maybe it will do scratches in time, but let's leave it posted for the moment. Try to always put back on the cap on the ink bottle after you are finished with it. And now we are ready for the writing sample. Let's give it a little zoom. Okay. Maybe I need... I'm sorry guys, let's try to give it another perspective. Okay, this is better. So I have here, okay, the Flaro Uranus, made in the 1980s. It is made in communist Romania, and it was made in the town of Sibiu. Okay, we have a steel nib, quite a nice nib, and look how well it performs. Let's see, quite a nice wet writer with no flow issues. Let's see if we have some line variations, but I don't think so. Yes, I was right, no flex. Okay, let's test it, how easy it is to write with it. So I'm not applying pressure, but now I am applying pressure. So quite a nice look. Now to give it a test, I'm only with no pressure. So guys, this is how a fountain pen should perform. Never apply too much pressure to a fountain pen. If you have to apply pressure to a fountain pen, it means it's something wrong with the flow of ink. So this is the difference between a ballpoint pen and a fountain pen. A fountain pen simply glides. You see, glides. You don't have to press it. You don't have to treat it rough. Treat it like you treat a woman. So simply caress her. Okay, and this is how you should treat a fountain pen, no matter of its quality or price or other criteria. You should treat it with respect. But of course, maybe I'm just joking. And this will be the last time where I will use the famous phrase with the fox. And in the next video, I thought that I should try to write famous quotes of famous historical people or VIPs. But for the moment, I will write the famous phrase. So, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. You can see that we have a quite nice writer. And if I have to put the dimensions of the nib, I think this is an M, a medium steel nib. So guys, this was my review of this beautiful dynamic shaped fountain pen. It has this name, Flaro Uranus, which makes us think of the planets and of space exploring and of rockets, and the theme goes on. And quite a nice fountain pen produced in my country. You have to be proud of these small achievements in um industry which was not as evolved as the industry in the Western capitalist countries. So it is a little piece of fountain pen making in Romania from a time where fountain pens were produced in Romania, because I'm sad to say to you guys, but Flaro now produces small amounts of ballpoint pens and no fountain pens. This is a shame, but this is the world we are living in. So this was my review. Thank you for your time. I wish you to have a nice day. Please support my activity by subscribing to my channel. I will see you again at the next episode. Bye bye.